And now, as you may know, there's also the World Chain. It's a bit flexible to say that this is a public blockchain. For me, there's currently a reason why Worldcoin could pump. There's a tiny little, or rather huge problem with Worldcoin. I've been asked more than once about Worldcoin, what's going on with this project. Should you invest in it or should you stay away? That's why we took a closer look at the project. It feels like not much is happening there right now. However, we still found some exciting news, and I have a solid reason why I won't be investing, and there might only be one reason why the price could go up. But more on that in the video shortly. We also have the drawing from the last Advent calendar, and of course, a new door will be open today. So I would definitely stay tuned. On our channel, you'll find exciting new projects, news about the current market situation, and fact-based analyses of scams. If you're interested in these topics, feel free to subscribe for free. And if you want to protect yourself as much as possible, we've put together a free 8-point checklist for you. To find out how to get it, check the description. So first of all, thank you so much for how the channel is growing. It's really crazy. I just noticed that many people who watch the videos have not yet subscribed. If you count yourself among them, feel free to leave a subscription. Also hit the bell icon. And if you want to support the algorithm a bit so that this video gets a nice reach, then please leave a like. So, Worldcoin can definitely be said without exaggeration to be the most controversial crypto project we know. Well, it's from GPT founder Sam Altman, and in the past there have been some price movements we've definitely seen here, but they always had external influences. So, this pump that was indeed triggered here was originally due to this very spectacle. So, Sam Altman was quickly and easily shown the door from his own company. Basically, that was then relatively quickly set right, meaning he was actually back in the company. And yes, that's when this pump happened. The next massive pump that happened in the project had, strictly speaking, nothing to do with the project at all. As crazy as it sounds, 2001, because that was the announcement, Sora. Sora is already out now. Maybe you've heard of it. It's a new AI tool from OpenAI that lets you turn text into video with some really impressive visuals. So you can see it just touched on here what the mammoth, etc. is about. It concerns, so I'm not a video production channel, so I won't dive deeper into that unless you're really interested. The visuals are really impressive, especially when it comes to the graphics. But that was ultimately the reason why this thing skyrocketed. And then, well, yeah, you can see the trend. And now you might think, okay, there was a correction, but again, today there's been a price increase. So we want to clarify this today because it's come up quite a bit in the comments. Should you even invest? When we went looking for some news, we first found out that Worldcoin is no longer called Worldcoins, but just World. This was announced relatively soon in October of this year, and now there's also the World Chain. Now one might ask the question, okay, what exactly is the use case of this World Chain? So I pulled up a definition here, and at its core, it's about a global, inclusive digital identity and financial infrastructure. The vision behind it is to provide every person in the world access to a digital identity system, the universal basic income. Well, I'm kind of questioning this basic income. I'm just saying, think of the keyword citizen's income or something like that. But okay, we'll leave that on the side for now because the basic income is indeed paid out in Worldcoin. Yeah, okay, that's great. So that means, in short, a lot of inflation. Obviously, we'll get to that in a moment, but I have all the alarm bells ringing about this. And for me personally, there's only one reason why this token might increase in value. But we'll get to that in a moment. It's really essentially about the controversial and debated aspect of the Worldcoin project, or now simply referred to as World. And that is this concept of proof of personhood. So that means there are these iris scanners. I'm not going to dive too deep into that. I just pulled up an article. So Worldcoin itself isn't the latest news. But as I said, there are countless countries where this whole process has been halted. So people scan their irises and basically get a digital identity. If you didn't know, a person's iris is basically like a fingerprint. It's different for everyone. So you can definitely establish an identity based on that, whether that's a great idea and also very advantageous in terms of data protection with your iris scan being stored somewhere. We'll just leave that aside for now. There were definitely hundreds of thousands, probably millions of people who were all shouting, yeah, we're definitely doing this. As a result, for example, as written here, France, India, Brazil, and there were many more countries involved, including the Asian region, which ultimately legally prohibited the whole thing. And now it looks like anyone who wants to participate in this blockchain wants to have access to it. So it's a bit flexible to say that this is a public blockchain because it feels like only those who have this digital identity proof can actually get on it. But why exactly I need this blockchain? Sorry guys, I can't tell you. So for me, a blockchain is valuable based on the projects that run on it. So for example, Ethereum as such would be completely uninteresting. There weren't so many projects running on it. Solana has recognized this too. That way you get traffic on the blockchain, whether it's through meme coins or whatever, and then it becomes interesting. What the big use case is supposed to be here is up for debate. For me, there's currently a reason why Worldcoin could pump, because what we've already noticed is that the last pumps were definitely due to external circumstances, usually around the person Sam Altman or OpenAI, where something new happens. And they've launched a sort of, well, let's call it an advent calendar, but with only 12 doors, so a bit of a compressed version. And right now, a video is released daily about some product from OpenAI where something is explained in detail. Happens. They've launched a sort of, well, let's call it an advent calendar, but with only 12 doors. So it's a bit of a compressed version. And right now, a video is released daily about some product from OpenAI where something is explained in detail. All right, we know that Sam Altman is the founder of ChatGPT, and on the other hand, he's also behind Worldcoin, the master of it all, so to speak. Whether there's really a hint about Worldcoin hidden behind these 12 doors, I am not entirely convinced. I truly doubt it. But if it indeed really is the case, then we could potentially see similar outcomes once more. But I can certainly tell you right now, if a lot more people don't indeed invest, we definitely won't see that old all-time high again. Why do I want to explain this here? There's a tiny little, rather a huge problem with Worldcoin, and that's the diluted market cap. We're talking about a current market cap. We're talking about the market cap that would actually exist. All tokens were already on the market. So we have a total supply of 10 billion, but we currently have not even 1 billion, just about 750 million tokens on the market. There's a certain gap in between. So if we don't look at the price, but just at the market cap, hey, a lot has been distributed, which means on the flip side, the price has crashed. But they're still distributing like crazy. So if you look at the peak at that time, there were far fewer tokens on the market. That means you'd need a completely different buying power just to get back to the same result. So everyone can take a look at CoinMarketCap. Even if the price halves again, I don't see the point in saying, yeah, I'm going to invest in this now, and more will happen. Wow, that's amazing. I've heard of this. OpenAI is cool. Check every project. The gap is extreme. Look up the market cap based on token number and see if reserves could lead to inflation. A basic income sounds nice, but if there's no reason to hold the token, then it's just a sell-off and selling pressure. And now, let's move on to the prize draw. And especially to all the newcomers out there who think, wow, that's amazing. I've heard of this, and OpenAI is so cool. Check every project, and here the gap is really extreme. Look up what the market cap is based on the number of tokens out there and see if there are maybe some reserves that could lead to a lot of inflation. Sure, a basic income for everyone sounds nice, but if there's no reason to hold the token on the other side, then it's just a sell-off and only selling pressure in the end. And now we come to the prize draw. Yesterday, there were quite a few comments and a lot of views as well. So at this point, let's discuss whether you already have ways to passively increase your crypto. Now let's spin the raffle drum, see who the winner is. And congratulations, Daniel, that fits perfectly. Keep it up. Yes, definitely. So if you liked the video, the one you just watched, feel free to leave a like and a short comment. That helps the algorithm respond and lets the channel grow. Thank you so much. The winner has been drawn, and now let's take a look at what's included in the new giveaway. So we've opened the magic cabinet here, and you can see the envelope. And by the way, if you're looking for a cool exchange to trade on, I can really recommend BitMEX. I think it's really strong. It's smartly set up under German leadership, which I find really cool, especially when it comes to support topics and stuff like that. So if you want to grab a 25 voucher, check the description. There's the link. You support our channel. And for the giveaway, you need to create an account, and you'll also get a 25 trading voucher. So let's take a look at what we have here. Yeah, that looks absolutely great. Indeed, there we have 200, 220, 225. 225. That means you'll get 225 BitMEX tokens. And how can you win them? Leave a comment down below. What do you think about Worldcoin? Are you invested yourself? What do you think? Is there a bit more to it, or is it just smoke and mirrors? And that's it in the end? I'm really curious. Let's definitely discuss that. Otherwise, if the exchange is going to continue, feel free to join our Telegram group. It's definitely a bit easier there. And just to wrap up, for everyone who already knows, you can switch off now. For everyone else, here's a quick update about our promotion with Pionext. There are only a few days left, and you now have the chance to double your deposit by up to $300. So you can read through all the criteria here. It's all listed in the description below. I use the bot myself, and I'll also be sharing current results regularly in the future. I have to say, for me, it's a solid foundation for building passive income. And here you have the chance to get a USD bonus depending on how much you deposit. Because it's clear, if you run the bot with $100, the outcome is going to be different than if you run it with $1,000. There's always some risk involved, so you can get liquidated if you play around too much with leverage and so on. But like I said, feel free to read through the criteria, sign up for it, and grab the bonus. I definitely think it's a cool thing. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next video. Until then, all the best.